Hi guys, and welcome to PokeMMO. Alright, so I've been talking about this in my vlogs for a little bit, and I've been saying how I've been playing a lot of this on stream over on Twitch. If you guys are interested, go in the link in the description. There's my Twitch channel. I play a lot of this, but today I'm gonna go over a quick little how-to guide. So as you can see here, I have a perfect Ursa ring, and as you can see, I'm the original trainer. I only ever bought one Pokemon to fully breed this perfect Ursa ring. I did it all myself. So a lot of people always ask, how do you breed? Well, unlike a lot of the Pokemon games where you can breed and continuously get eggs over and over and over again from the same breeding pair, you can only get one egg from one breeding pair. So for example, you two are males, aren't you? Oh, you are. I thought I checked that, but I guess I didn't. I was looking at these two. So as you can see here, I have 3 Pokemon, all with different 31s, right? And trying to get up to everything being 31 is a very difficult and very long endeavor. So first and foremost, one of the things that you want to know is egg group. What egg group is the Pokemon a part of, right? And so you can actually find that pretty easily. If you go Google it, you can find it, but you can also, in PokeMMO, if you go to the Pokemon, it'll tell you Water A and Dragon. Okay, that's easy. And then Corsola. Water A and Water C. Okay, so I actually have to do a little bit of wang doodling. We're gonna move these guys down here just for now. We gotta whoopsie, do a little wang doodles here because we got 2 males where I don't mean to have males. So let's see, Water A and Dragon, right? So we have this Magikarp, speed. All right. So if I do, let's see, Magikarp, Water B and Dragon. Okay, so technically speaking, I can combine these 2 right here. So this Corsola is not going to get used. And now what we're going to do, we're going to combine this Seadra and this Magikarp. And now you might be thinking, that's a weird thing to do. It is. It is a very weird thing to do. Let me see. That's the 2. That's the SP defense. Put that back into box 4 for right now. Good. We're going to grab out this Magikarp, pull it into the party. Alright. And so every region has its own breeding area. I'm in Kanto region. This is the region that I hang out in the most. And it's the region that I know the most of. I grew up playing like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and all that other stuff. So what you need to do is you need to find wherever the breeding area is. And then this guy is going to be your best friend. But whenever you breed Pokemon, there's a chance, or to ensure that you keep the 31, you can get rid of all of the chance by going and talking to this person. So now we got a defense. If we get the Power Belt, which is it keeps the Pokemon's defense IV. This item is consumed upon use. We buy that, and then we want speed. So we got the speed IV, the Pokemon Anklet. And you can actually let them keep the abilities and stuff like that. And as you get further into it, you want to pay attention to their natures as well, depending on what you want your outcome Pokemon to be. And you'll want to pay attention to the natures and everything else, but just for basic breeding purposes, very, very straightforward breeding. So I got the speed. All right, I give it to the Magikarp. The Magikarp will hold the Power Anklet. And then you got the Power Belt, and you give that to the Seadra, right? And now the Seadra has that. But you might be asking yourself, well, how does that work with getting all of these if they can only hold one item? Well, I will show you. That's why we have this Corsola out, right? So you talk to the daycare man, Yes, I will do exactly that. So you have to pay attention. So this Corsola is a female, so I need a male out of this. Okay, so I want the Seadra and the Magikarp, and as you see, I will get the Magikarp without a doubt, right? And that's really, 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 really good, or really, 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 really bad. So you can force a gender, but your female Pokemon will always be what Pokemon you get the egg. 100% of the time, if you breed a Corsola and a Magikarp, I don't even think you can do that. I think it was Water Bee and whatever, and Dragon. Or, you know, for example, for the Ursa Ring that I have here, I bred together a lot of Digletts. And then for the last one, I did Diglett and Teddy Ursa, and I needed to make sure that that Teddy Ursa was the female to get the Ursa Ring, right? So you need to make sure that the female is what gives you the egg. Whatever Pokemon you want out of this needs to be female. And there is a way, like, if you wanted to maybe have a Seadra instead, you could still get the Power Belt and breed it with something that doesn't have another 31. It holds the defense, or breed it with another Seadra that's a female, and it'll get the 31 defense, and then you can do the same thing, blah 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 blah, all that. But you go and you hit breed, you always want to double check here, you know, 31 31, absolute 100%, no doubt gonna have those. And you can see whenever you go to breed, it's always in between the highest and lowest. So HP is the highest 27 and lowest 16, so it'll be somewhere in the middle. And it does that for all of them. That's why you want the braces, and that's how you're going to do it. So you breed it. I need a male. So yes, I want a specific gender, a male. It costs 5 to 25,000 extra depending. So these guys will go away. Gone. Alright. And now we got the egg. We're going to put it in a Pokeball. You got to make sure you have Pokeballs. If you don't have Pokeballs, you can't grab it. So now you wait. And you might be thinking to yourself already, like, King, this is expensive. 25,000 per Pokemon. Well, I'm going to show you a way to get around that. Alright, get yourself a Persian. And on 4 islands, specifically, if you're in Kanto region, if you get yourself a Persian, give it a silk scarf for the item, right? Level it up quite a bit, and then just continuously use Payday. My Persian pretty much one-shot KOs everything with Payday. The silk scarf upgrades the normal attacks, right? Normal type moves by 20%. Plus, my Persian has a lot of decent IVs, and the EVs are also pretty decent. It's got a lot of speed, some attack, a little bit of SP defense. I didn't specifically train it for this. I didn't specifically train this Persian at all. It's just ended up being what I went with. And the egg will take a little bit to hatch. So in this ice cave, you'll get anywhere from level 48 to level 50. So you go back and forth, and every Pokemon battle, you're getting 480 to 500 gold, or Poke-Yen, or whatever it's called, each time. And the Dugong level 50 is usually what will take 2 hits, and then you just, if you get a Dugong level 50, you hit it with Payday once, use Power Gem on it, and it's dead. You can't do multiple Payday hits like you used to be able to. You can't farm money like that, so you have to just stick with 1 Payday per hit. Another place that you could do this in is the Cerulean Cave, but you do need to get through all of the islands quests to be able to get into the Cerulean Cave, where Mewtwo usually was in the old games. But, you know, this is all I'll do. And a lot of people will be like, oh, well, if you want to farm money, then you can just go do the rebattles. The rebattles give you so much more money. True, but if I'm breeding and I'm gonna be sitting around and I want to get on the next breed like instantaneously. I have it ready, as you can see. I have my Corsola ready here, and I want to get on it. I want to be on that as quickly as I can, so that I can just get moving, right? I don't want to have to be in the middle of like a gym battle, or have to try to redo a gym battle, and I have a Magikarp egg, and then I have a level 1 Magikarp in the middle of the gym battle, you know what I mean? And like the trainer rebattles, they work and all, but this is right here. If the egg hatches, I can instantly just go and start the next breed. I don't have to fly here. I don't have to go do anything. It's a perfect little area to keep yourself busy, keep something happening while you're waiting for this egg to hatch, you know? So there are better ways to get money. 100% there are better ways to get money, and if you guys want to see a video on how to get money, guys, I will gladly do one. You know, I don't know all of the best ways to get money, but I've found quite a few. A lot of my ways that I found is via Payday. Payday is probably one of the easiest, most mind-numbing. I don't have to worry about like, oh my god, this gym leader might have like Moltres and Articuno, because they can have the legendaries. You know, Entei come over here and just scratching at my face like, "Rawr, Dad, I'm here." You know, I don't have to worry about any of that. I can just, you know, have Netflix or Hulu, or be playing on my phone, you know, just playing on my phone, just going back and forth. And, oh, okay, no Magikarp, no Magikarp. All right, you know, it's so easy. It's so mindless. You can be doing almost anything else while you do it, as long as like you can do whatever. So once the egg hatches, we'll be back. Until then, the speed up initiates. Hey, there we go. Alright, so, as you can see, we got our Magikarp. We just got him, sorry. So, this Magikarp now has 31 defense and 31 speed, which, if you notice, 31 defense, 31 defense. So, what you then want to do is, well, first, I'm gonna go heal up, just because, you know, I'm gonna probably end up cutting out me farming the gold or Pokémon while I wait for the new egg to hatch. But you come over to here, so you got HP that needs to be held, right? So you buy the HP, and then you got speed that needs to be held, so you buy the speed. And now you might be wondering, like, how does that work? You know, there's another 31 in there. Well, if you remember, whenever you breed the Pokemon, Corsola and Magikarp. What do you mean these two Pokemon can't be bred together? Am I dumb? I am dumb, aren't I? I am dumb. God damn it. I'm dumb. This is a water bee. What am I doing? Okay, well, never mind. I'm a dumb. But anyway, say that was the case, right? Say you could. I didn't realize that I meant to have Seadra, and for some reason I completely spaced. This isn't a pair that I normally would do it. This isn't even like a Pokemon that I would normally go for. I wouldn't normally use Corsola or Magikarp in any regard. Like, I might try to go for a Gyarados at some point, but that would be just because I'd want a Gyarados, and then I'd pay a little bit more closer attention. But whenever you would go to breed, the 31, between 31 and 31 is 31. So you keep your defense stat, but you end up taking with you the HP and the speed, and it gives you a 331. I believe I have Ghastlies that I can kind of show this with, because I'm slowly starting to work on Gengar. Let's see. You are defense 31. You are SP defense and speed 31. And nope. Summary. You are defense and speed. Okay, yeah. So I can actually do these Ghastlies and show you. Okay, well, these guys can go into the box for now because I'm a big old dum-dum. But you guys saw what I did with the 1-to-1 into a 2-1. Now we'll do the Ghastlies, which is SP defense and speed, and then defense and speed. I gotta make sure that they have the proper bands on them. I think I started the Gengar, and then I wanted to finish up this guy up here. Let's see. Keeps defense, which is good, and keeps SP defense, which is good. Yeah, so, oh, that's why I did it, because that's right, hold on. I have 2 males. That's where I messed it up. I've been breeding for a while now, and I still mess up a lot. I have a defense, so hold on, let's move this to the party. So what I can do is I can go like this. Let's see here. You are defense, and you are defense and speed. So I need to actually keep your speed. So I need to go get a speed band real quick. Speed 5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the speed band on defense and speed, and then I'm actually gonna rename these guys so I do the proper ones. You're gonna be breed now, and you are gonna be breed me daddy, because that we can't do anything normally, right? We gotta be weird. And this is another thing that you can do in the process. Like, if you mess up in genders or anything like that, I guess this is a good way to kind of show. Breed now and breed me daddy. You keep the defense, you keep the speed, and then you just breed them. I need a female, right? Yeah, I need a female. Breed. Won't get these Pokemon back. Are you sure? Yes. I need a female. Yes. Okay. Put it into Pokeball. Good. You know what? Another thing that I completely forgot about that really increases the speed. If you get a Magmar, where'd I put my Magmar? If you get a Magmar and he or she has, where is it? This Flame Body. It actually helps to hatch the egg faster. It's a little bit faster, not much, but instead of going to farm, I'm gonna kind of go through, and I may end up either like pulling up a diagram or making my own diagram for this. But to make a perfect 631 Pokemon, you have to go through a very long and arduous journey. And when I say long and arduous, I mean you have to make a 531 twice and then combine that into a 631. Now, whenever I first, I think I still have it. Whenever I first started breeding, do I? Yes. I actually made, it's really rough chicken scratch, but I actually made a diagram, right? So essentially every breeding pair is about 25k, and to get the 2 31s that you need, so you for 131s you need 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 131s in different orders, right? And then you need to breed all of those up properly into 8 231s, and then those 231s are bred together up into 4 331s, and those 4 331s are bred up into 2 431s, and then those 2 431s are bred up into a 531. And you have to do that twice. So essentially you need 32 Pokemon. And it seems relatively simple at first, but for example, like for this Ghastly here, right? I did SP defense and speed, and then this egg will have speed and defense, I think it was, right? So that 231, these two 231s will go up into one of those 331s. So just like whenever I do this, I will use essentially 4 Pokemon to get up to 2 different 231 Pokemon, right? So, and this sounds really confusing, and I apologize, there's no easier way to explain this. And I had to make sure that I use, because there's what, 6 stats? 1 2 3 4 5 6 stats, and there's 16 total Pokemon needed for this. So math doesn't necessarily add up all the way, but I needed speed and defense, and then speed and SP defense, right? And so my next 331, I would want to probably keep speed and defense, and I would have to do like HP. So I would have to remake what this Ghastly is going to become, like the 331, but instead of SP defense, I would do like HP, right? And so you're going to be focusing mostly on a specific IV and keeping that consistent throughout the Pokemon that you create. So for example, if I really wanted to, and I wanted to make it really easy, I could make sure that all of my 231s end up with speed at some point. It's speed plus another IV. So speed plus HP, speed plus attack, speed plus defense, speed plus SP attack, speed plus SP defense, right? And so then all I have to do then is combine those 8. Somehow it gets 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, 8. You combine those 8 into the 331, so you would never need to worry about the speed brace ever again, because it's already taken care of. So the speed attack and speed SP attack, for example, would go and become a speed attack and SP attack, and then I would have a speed attack and SP defense, right, for my 331s. And then I would combine the speed attack, SP defense, speed attack, and SP attack together, and my 431 would then need HP and defense. which seems weird because by the time you get up to a 531, how are you supposed to do that all over again? Well, say my 531 that I do, there we go, this Ghastly is done. Alright, so you guys will, I'm gonna start up this breed and then I'll continue going through it. It's very confusing and I apologize. I hope you guys are staying with me through this. It is very, very complicated. I need to, wait, don't I have a defense brace? I do have a defense brace. I don't need to buy one. It's a very complicated process and it's not one like doing Ghastly and Ghastly. Doing this is not something that's you're going to be able to just do willy-nilly. A lot of people, if you want to breed the perfect Pokemon, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of understanding what you're doing. You know, so here you have you see the speed matches up, right? And so I have speed, defense, and SP defense that are all going to be 100% guaranteed, right? And so for my 431, say I combine this one with an attack SP, right? So I would keep, it would be attack and SP defense, we'll say, right? I would brace the attack and the defense SP, or yeah, SP, the attack and the defense IV, sorry, and those two will stay, and then I'll have a 431, and then I make another 431 where maybe I'll keep attack, SP defense, and speed, but go with HP. And so I'll need to hold defense plus HP. And so that'll create a 531 where I need the SP attack. Now, you need to remake that 531 again, but maybe instead of having the defense, you have the SP attack. So you have 31 SP attack, 31 SP defense, 31 speed, 31 attack, and 31 regular attack. And then your SP attack is braced on your male, and then your defense is braced on the female. And then when you combine those two together, you get your 631. It's a very, 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 very long task. Very long task. And it takes a lot of money. So if you perfect breed, and it's a 50-50 chance, no matter what, we're gonna hit breed. And I'm probably just gonna let this, you know what, yeah, we'll just go with a female. Whatever, I was gonna let it be whatever gender it wanted to be, but we'll just go with female, because I do eventually want to get a Gengar. Anyway, I'm gonna eventually breed myself a full perfect team, get them all to level 100, all look like this, and then in the more advanced stuff is like this stuff here, but we won't get into that yet. If you have, because not all Pokemon are perfect split 50-50 chance for male to female. Some, like Piplup, are predominantly male or female. Oh god, I'm dying! Right? Okay, now that I'm done dying. So, if they have a higher chance at being male or female, and it's not a 50-50 split, it can be like 25,000 or 15,000 for a specific gender. So the price per breed is roughly 25 to, we'll say, about 40,000 each breed. So if you're doing the math, you know what? Let's do the math. Let's do the math together here. What is it? Stop that. All right. So we'll say for a perfect 50-50 breed, that right there will give you your first 231. So we would multiply that by 8, and you get 200. So 200,000 for for all the 231s that you need, and then you multiply that by 4, right? Hold on. Yeah, you multiply that by 4, and that'll be all of the 331s that you need. Then you multiply that again by 2. I think I did that wrong. Hold on. So each breeding pair, so 25, 25, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Okay, so 200. We'll just do, nope, stop it. It'll be 200 for, I was right on that. Sorry, my math is off. I've been recording and working all day. Don't mind me. So then after that, it would be another 25, 50, 75, 100, another 100,000 on top of it for the 331s, and then another 50,000 on top of that for the 431s, and then another 25,000 on top of that for the 531, and then you multiply that by 2 because you have to do it twice for two 531s, 750,000, and then you have another 25,000 on top of that. So it's about 775,000 Poke Yen to do a perfect 631 Pokemon. 775,000 Poke Yen, the in-game currency, right? That's a lot of money. That's like a lot of money. I'm pretty sure you can see the calculator. If you can, I'd probably just put it on the screen, or you just gotta have to take my word for it or whatever. But 775,000 per Pokemon. So if you wanted to do a full team without fail, and it was all perfect, even split for 50-50 chance, that would be 4,650,000 Poke Yen, which is insane. But admittedly, it does keep the market down pretty well. But also, you might be asking, besides like trying to make a perfect team and whatever, tournaments and blah blah blah, if you go onto the global trade link, for example, and you go advanced search, and you make all of these 31, right? And let's do Ursa Ring. I wonder if there's an Ursa Ring with a perfect 31. 1.5 million. And you are also a shiny though, aren't you? Are you a shiny? It has the thing like it. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think that's this. It has a particle. It has a pumpkin particle. So 1.5 million for a perfect Ursa Ring. Nothing else really on it. Has some pretty decent things. It has quick feet, adamant, which is a good nature. Natures are another thing that you got to pay attention to. Mine is naughty. Yeah, I got attack and less SP defense. Adamant is a better nature for this, but you know, whatever. And they did it all themselves. They didn't buy anything, so good on them. But level 100 Ursa Ring female is going for 1.5 million. It has a particle on it. I would say without a particle, it's probably 1.25 million, maybe a million at a level 100. And it's really easy to power level Pokemon, by the way. It's so easy. Like, you just sweet scent hordes, one shot the hordes with a hit everybody Pokemon, and Bob's your uncle, Joanne's your aunt. It's easy. It's like an easy 6,000 experience. There's plenty of places to do it. If you want a video on good place to power level, I can do that. But even if we don't do Ursa Ring, right? If we just look at perfect 31s, like a Riolu is going for 1.25 mil at level 1. A perfect Riolu. You know, we'll go highest price. A shiny Riolu. We don't want shiny. We'll just go newest. Smoochum, 1.1 mil. I don't know why you would want to Smoochum. I don't really know Smoochum. Dratini, about 1 million, which is nice because all the Dragonair fans out there, you can get a Dratini for pretty decent price. So I mean, it's worth doing. A Charmander, 2.6 mil. It has an adamant nature. I wouldn't want that. I'd want an SP attack personally, but you can get a Charmander, perfect. A lot of the people who will do this, like Dragonite, they'll also perfect this as well. which is what I have on this guy. And this is what really drives up the price as well, because it was power leveled. So whenever you look, like, we'll pull up the Ursaring. If you look in the Pokedex, you go to base stats, you want to EV level the stuff that is the highest, because that's what you're going to be using the most as that Pokemon. So attack and HP, turning it into pretty much an aggressive tank, right? And Dragonite is roughly the same way, right? So Dragonite base, I've never owned a Dragonite, but if you don't have them, you can always go back one. These don't really change. It'll always stay roughly about the same. So you can see attack and speed. Or, you know, that Charmander isn't leveled. What's another one that I have? Or I've owned? Oh, Gengar. Perfect, Gengar. Gengars are really, really valuable, as you can see. This one doesn't even have perfect EV trains, and it's 1.75 mil. But a perfect 31, for me personally, I would have perfect trained this. Where is it? There it is. And I would have done the SP attack and the speed. Now, the EVs definitely need a lot of work. I would not have trained the EVs in this way at all. To me, this is a non-perfect Pokemon. This is a perfect, like, even for the Ursaring, right now I still have 6 to go. What I'm likely going to do is I'm gonna purposely go for, like, defense or either a defense or SP defense for the last 6, just to max this out, because I want it to be perfect, right? So there is profit to be made if you have the patience for it. I could probably sell this Ursaring right now on the Poke Market for about 1.25 million, and I put in about 800,000 roughly to get it. So there is a profit to be made if you can find the right buyers. Obviously, as you can see, a lot of people don't buy very quickly, you know, and like this Raichu is perfect and it's 1.5 million. Vulpix hasn't been trained at all and it's about 1.1 million. So I mean, different Pokemon. Oh, here we go. Is this Charizard perfect trained? It is. Perfect. Exactly what I was talking about. See, I would have went SP attack and speed. See, I don't agree with going with the attack because these moves like Flare Blitz and stuff like that are going to be based off of your SP attack. At least I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I would have gone SP attack and speed personally. But still, technically a perfect Charizard. So that's pretty much the reasoning why people would breed most of the time. And then a lot of these perfect Pokemon are sought after for tournaments. So I never realized it whenever I played, but whenever you have a Pokemon that has high IVs, you end up having a lot more power and a lot more ass behind that Pokemon, right? And I didn't realize this until I started paying attention to the IVs for breeding and stuff like that. I was using Pokemon that had very low IVs, and I was not doing really any damage. I was always losing, and then I started focusing, like, for example, my Blastoise here has attack IV and everything else is 15 or above. My Blastoise is a freaking monster. It destroys. Eventually it'll probably be used in a breeding pair. But the same with Pidgeotto. Excuse me. Steam, what are you doing? I didn't open friends list. Get out of here. Same thing with Pidgeotto here. I mean, I would have preferred speed, but I literally just caught this. And I was like, you know what? It's still pretty decent. So I kept it. Magmar, I'm pretty sure is actually garbage. I just have it for the, warm body. But like my main team that I use in Kanto, for example, my Venusaur is 15 or above all around. Charizard, straight 15s. It's the one that I got from, what's his face? And then I actually beat the Elite Four with Pinsir, who has a SP attack of 31. And not the greatest stats in the world, but it was still enough to get me through the Elite Four. I did use Golduck for a little bit as well. He had pretty decent stats. His SP attack was pretty low, but he still had pretty decent attacks. So you definitely want to pay attention to them, and you definitely want to make sure that you... Oh, hey. I have speed, and... What are you? Speed and defense. 2 males. Look at that. I could almost do this anyway. And defense IV. I always name them. The names don't matter. I always name them because whenever I hover over it, I can see like speed and defense is his name, or speed. This one hasn't updated because apparently it hates me for some reason. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it. This video has gone on for far too long as it is. I apologize. I wanted to make it a quick, short video, but unfortunately breeding is not a quick and short thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to help some of you who are planning on breeding or would like to breed in the future. It is a very long and very arduous journey, but whenever you officially finally get it fully done, it really does pay off in the end. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything that I may have missed or anything that you would like to see from PokeMMO in the future. I can do a video where I show my process of going through literally all of the breeding. Like for the Gengar, for what I'm gonna eventually do is I'm just gonna go buy a whole bunch of Great Balls, go to whatever town this is over here, this place. Yeah, just check it again. At Lavender Town. I suck with names, don't judge me. We'll go to Lavender Town, go up into the place, and just sit there and continuously fight the Ghastlies, try to catch them, and build up my Ghastly supply. I still, for example, I have so many Diglets. Listen, if you've gotten to this part of the video and you want Diglets, I will give you a Diglett for free. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, then you just tell me down in the comments below, King, I want a Diglett, and I will give you as many Diglets as you want. I have 31-ish Diglets. Maybe some Ghastlies up in here. Yeah, I got a couple Ghastlies up in here. I will give you Ghastlies and Diglets for days. For days. All of them. All of them. Just, I don't want them anymore. It costs 1,000 to put them on the global trade link, and I've already crashed the Diglett market twice. I caught probably a good 500 of them to do this Ursa ring. So if you want a Diglett or a Ghastly, let me know down in the comments below. Go out, do something nice for somebody today, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye guys!